feel ashamed. I feel I've let you down. I've been tempted by the fruits of another. It's been nearly 3 years since I rode this bike. 3 years it's been sat in my dad's garage, gathering dust and cobwebs. But it's now time to resurrect the Griso, the Moto Guzzi Griso. Welcome one and all. Here we are on the 15th of January 2025, and this is a day that I've waited for a long time. I have taken the precaution of fitting a new battery. Ta-da! Moto bat. Now, question is, will she fire up? I put a splash of fresh fuel in there, but she's booked in for an MOT today. Will she start? And if she starts, will she then get me to the MOT station? And will she pass? Fingers crossed. Okay, fingers crossed. Oh. Nearly. Okay. Let's go number 2. Nearly. Whoa. Hey. Check it out. So let's just let it run for a little bit. Oh, that. Nice bright. Yeah, we like that. Okay, let's leave it running for a little bit. See if that helps. So Moto Guzzi Griso. Everything about this feels really alien. I'm used to my armchair of an adventure bike, all sit up and beg. With this, my knees are bent, scrunched up. I'm leant forward. Mind you, it's nice and natural with these bars. Nice and, what's the word? Considering she has not run for 3 years, this is pretty amazing. Let's go and get treat it to some proper premium unleaded. Blow out some of the cobwebs. Look, even the sun's coming out. 15th of January 2025. The sun's come out. It's come to welcome the Griso back to life. what a machine. What a machine. And it's a proper machine, it's not a computer like a lot of modern bikes. Wow, can even see out the mirror. Who would have thunk? Oh, that's nice on the overrun. It's proper bassy. That's a proper sounding motorbike. Yeah, okay. It has got a baffleless Terminioni end pipe on it with these massive, I don't know what size the bore of the header pipes is, but they're pretty large. God, strange to think that I rode this to the south of France and back. At the moment it doesn't look like it's really the tool for the job. She's fueling cleanly, you know. Now she's a bit warmer, very fluffy to begin with, but you can forgive her that after such a long layoff. It's a bit like a Premier League footballer, like Sven Botman coming back from Newcastle. He was a little bit rusty to begin with, but he was soon purring again in his imperious Dutch way. I'll tell you one thing I'm not used to, and that's a 17-inch front wheel. I'm probably turning him far too early. Oh, nice little pop and a bang and a fart. Let's go and get some goddamn fuel in this baby. That's something you have to remember, is that the side standard's in a ridiculous place. Right, pay at pump. Now let's go once more onto the breach, dear friends, once more onto the breach. Right, let's not use the back brake. Oh, that was interesting. Oh, right, it's very slippy. We have we got ABS on this? Probably. But it's a very different experience. It's about posing, this bike, isn't it? It's about posing and old school thrills. Amazed at the brakes. Always really thought the brakes, they're not radial, there's nothing fancy about them, but they're Brembos and they just work. Oh fuck me, this is so nice to be back on this bike. I've been getting used to the riding position. let's see how I feel after maybe an hour in the saddle. Might be slightly less rosy because I can feel the pinch in my pelvis, for want of a better word, just right at the top of my legs. But I changed these bars, these ran to wide and low, because I wanted something that would, at higher speeds, would just take the weight off. And also the original bars were quite a bit narrower, and I found that my arms are going in, so they're getting pinched a bit, and I was losing blood flow, circulation, so I was getting pins and needles, which ain't no good. I have to say that I'm really not one for loud pipes, but sometimes just listen to that. I haven't got any earplugs in because I really wanted to hear it. Oh, that does sound glorious, doesn't it? There's just nothing not to like about this bike. Oh, it's stirring up all sorts of lovely feelings. You know, just it's that. For those of you who don't know about the Guzzi roll, just makes just feels alive. Feels like a beast, a proper beast. Don't really need more speed than that. That's fine by me. There's plenty of torque to get to do your overtakes. You know, I'm not interested. My days of 100 plus horsepower machines I think are over. Never say never and all that, but this has got all I need. Here we are, King's two-wheeled centre in Kidlington, Suzuki and Royal Enfield dealers. Been going for years and years and years. If you're after one of those, I highly recommend it. There we go. Moto Guzzi Griso. Pass. Thank you very much. I like to ride with a bit of music, podcast or something, and I always ride with earplugs in, but for some reason today I haven't. Today I want to listen to this engine, and you know, it's not very powerful. It's probably putting out at the back wheel 80, I don't know, if that, 80 brake horsepower, and it weighs an absolute ton. I was reversing this bike into my garage, and I dropped it. And it's the only bike I've not been able to pick up on my own. I had to go around to my neighbours and ask their 16-year-old son to give me a hand up with it, because it was so heavy, and just the way that it carries its weight makes it very difficult to pick up, strangely enough. So I was going to put some knobbly tyres on it and go green laning, but I've decided against that. It's a bitchin' badass motherfucker of a motorcycle. Just sexy. If you don't think so, then you're wrong, and you and I can never be friends. Doesn't feel like it wants to turn. It's so long. Just getting used to the way to ride this machine. Needs a good nudge on the inside bar, bit of counter steering just to get it to turn. It is a little bit clunky on and off throttle. But listen, every motorcycle has its foibles, its little weak points, and you either learn to live with those or you don't, and you sell it and you move on. Yeah, the clutch is pretty heavy. But I've had worse. Can't think when. But certainly compared to a nice modern, I mean, this is hydraulic, but it's still pretty meaty. Why don't you go forward, love? Yes, that's it, well done. Oh, we could be here some time. That's just a lovely sound. Tyres. I didn't like that. Let's just take it nice and steady. Nice and steady, nice and easy does it. No traction control. There's ABS. This bike's putting out probably about 80 brake horsepower at the rear wheel. Plenty. If you go too fast, if you ride too fast on this, no one's going to get to see it. And surely that's the point. If they're not going to see it, then they're certainly going to hear it. Going back to the brakes, I'm amazed, you know, this is what, 15-year-old technology, and this is not a light bike, but it hauls it up so effortlessly on the front. feedback is pretty strong as well, as I found out when I came to that roundabout. Oh, look at that, that's looking sweet as. But just to let it sing. Oh, this chorus, a glorious noise unto the Creator. You know, some things are just better left as they are. What have Guzzi done in Moto Guzzi's RV twins, like this one? The only thing they've done differently recently is to water cool them, but otherwise it's still air cooled shaft drive.